Just like every 5-year-old in 1987, I was obsessed with Nintendo and skateboards. But the closest thing I had to a skateboard was a skateboard gang action figure. I was very jealous of my stepbrother because he had Wipeout the dog. My first ever skateboard was probably a Nash. I think it might have been a hand-me-down from my California step-cousin Jason, who I also acquired many pairs of Jam's shorts from. About that same time, my dad built a ramp for my stepbrother and his friends. It was super steep and kinda sucked, but we had fun with it. I could roll up a bit and fakie back down, and I would later launch myself off the side of it and fall. I was way more into doing acid drops from my neighbor's elevated yard to ours. I got my first legit skateboard several years later, and I'm still trying to figure out what it was. I bought it from my ex-skater neighbor on the cheap. I liked it a lot despite the fact the trucks were cracked. My homeschool friend Don had some generic board and we would roll together almost every day. We would skate this block-long ditch all the time. It was like our secret spot, and we never saw anybody skating it. In fact, we never saw anybody skating in our city at all. The trend had came and went, and we were late to it. My birthday came up and my dad took me to get a new deck. I was insanely enamored by Innovation Skate Shop in Arlington, Texas. I ended up getting a Jason Adams Creature board because it was my dad's favorite. We couldn't really afford new wheels and trucks, so I just transferred my old ones from my other board. The wheels were gigantic, but I was stoked regardless. My ex-skater neighbor sold me his old truck and wheel setup for 15 bucks. He even put them on for me, and also wiped a booger on the deck. So now Don and I were skating more than ever. We even learned to ollie, kind of. And we built the most dangerous and cheap kicker ramps from wood we found at construction sites. Don moved to Oklahoma in the 8th grade, and now I had nobody to skate with. I would try to make friends with other skater kids, but I was kind of a spaz. There was one skater kid who was extremely mean to me. He even spit on me once, completely unprovoked. Skating started to fill me with anxiety, and I started to resent other kids who skated. Eventually, the creature went into the closet and rarely came out.